Killing Sticks. Premium carbon fiber arrows.
Hello people, it's Calvin here with Boneyard, and we're not hunting here.
Hey now everybody, it's Jason Acorn here with the Boneyard. On this week's episode, we're going to follow Calvin and Chris as they head out and hunt the big old Alberta whitetail. We seem to have a hard time naming this episode. There was so many names that really fit, like the Demon 4, the triple drop time buck. My favorite though, personally, was Calvin and Chris need help, like mental help.
We're hoping to kill, maim, destroy, search and seek and destroy the whitetail buck.
But after a long deliberation, we came up with panic mode. What the hell just happened? Chris is finally on days off, and this is his first time down to Calvin's place.
Hey, top of the heart.
Oh, now he's getting technical.
The guys do a little bit of shooting just to make sure their bows were shooting true, and then Calvin takes Chris down to his blind setup down by the pond. Chris takes one look at the stand set up at the pond and decides we have to move it. Let's go into the bush and we'll intercept those deer before they hit the field. Get into the blind that they had just moved. Now Calvin's got numerous pictures of the triple drop. This is their first sit, and who walks in? That very same buck, the triple drop. But do you see that spruce bough in the way? The buck just stands there staring at them. All it has to do is take 2 steps. It's on the main trail. 2 steps, and then Chris can ventilate it.
This segment is brought to you by
Cam Clark Ford, located on the west side of Gasoline Alley, Red Deer, Alberta.
Did you hear that? That is the sound of Chris's bow being drawn. The buck takes a couple steps, turns his ass to the boys, looks back at him as if to say, "You're a couple of nitwits." Takes off behind the tree and then bounds into the trees, never to be seen again.
Sorry, baby, I've gotta go. Don't ask me.
The guys are a little sad, but they've been hunting this area for over 20 years, and they know he's not the only big buck in the bush. Now, Calvin had quite a few pictures of the triple drop buck, velvet, hard antler, but he had never seen the Demon 4 before. This deer is at 20 yards away. Chris draws his bow back. The deer looks at him, does the old head bob, and then bounds away.
Sorry, baby, I've gotta go. Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. I might not be on my way home, but I can't stay here. There are no red hands or herrings, no smoking guns, but I'm game if you wanna blame someone. I've done all the thinking that
Now the
can't be
Demon 4
done.
is a big mature deer. To have been able to take that with a bow would have been out of this world.
Sorry, baby, I've got.
So like I had said before, the boys sit in this blind about 15, 20 more times. They move the blind farther back into the trees, hoping for better luck, but not even a doe comes by. From on top of the world to lying in a dumpster, the boys are feeling sick. You see, they know what kind of a gift they were just given. But to hunt with a bow, you have to get close. And that is what makes hunting with a bow so exciting.
Killing sticks. Premium carbon fiber arrows.
Fast forward to November 1st, opening day of rifle season. And who walks in? The triple drop buck. Chris is on the camera, and Calvin this time is holding the rifle.
I think I can handle this one too.
Before the break, you saw the triple drop at 20 yards. You saw the Demon 4 at 20 yards. Calvin and Chris are a couple of bedwetters, and they screw up both chances. Now Calvin has the triple drop at 150 yards. It's opening day of rifle season. What's he gonna do?
I think I can handle this one too.
Before we show you if Calvin the hillbilly bedwetter squeezes the trigger on the triple drop, Calvin's gonna do the bonehead tip of the week.
Hey now people, it's Calvin here with the Boneyard, and on this week's Bonehead Tip of the Week, we're going to show you some different calibers of rifle, and we're going to shoot pumpkins. So the 4 calibers we're shooting today is a 204, a 270, the 257 Weatherby Magnum, and the 300 Weatherby Magnum. All right, people, to sum this all up, we know that a pumpkin is not an animal's chest cavity, but when you watch the video, you can see how them big calibers just vaporize that pumpkin. There is no comparison, you know, from that 270 to that 300 Weatherby Mag, there is just no comparison. On the hitting power of that 300 Weatherby Mag is impressive. So if you're looking for a rifle that's going to take down any North American big game animal, the Boneyard suggests the 300 Weatherby Magnum.
Here at the Edmonton Bone Sportsman Show. You are watching The Boneyard on Wild TV. Now back to the show.
It's November 1st. We're back in the blind. I'm on the rifle this time. We threw the bow in the bush because it was pretty frustrating. I got Chris Graham, my cameraman, here. He just shot a 110er. We're in WMU 348, Alberta, Canada, North America and beyond. We had a nice deer come in this morning. Actually, we know the deer is a triple drop tine. We call him. He's got one drop tine, 2 stickers. I left him. We're gonna leave him for next year.
Can you believe Calvin let that deer walk away?
Oh, I don't show you nothing, he says. We're recording all this, by the way. Oh yeah, that's opening, you can't hear it.
Tomorrow is another day. And I guess it is opening day, but don't worry. Calvin's gonna take one for the Boneyard team. Between filming other people, working, wife, family, kids, Calvin finally gets out to hunt for his whitetail buck. Now November 23rd. Chris is working and Calvin is lucky enough to have Travis as his cameraman.
Hello people, it's November 23rd. We're heading out here again to this ground blind I've had set up for a while. I got some nice deer coming through. It's a staging area in the trees from the swamp into this alfalfa field. As you can see, I got my Nomex 3 camo on. It's the ultimate oil field, a little pipe dope mixed in to give it some color. Anyway, we're gonna give her a whirl. I got Trav here with me and got a cameraman, so we should get some good footage if something comes in. 10-4 over and out.
It's fairly early in the afternoon, around 3:30. The boys have been sitting in their blind for about 45 minutes, and finally, in walks a buck.
Oh yeah, there's blood right here. there. And blood right there. Oh yeah, here's more blood. Of course, he had to go into the thickest stuff in the friggin'. There he is right there, Trav. Oh yeah! Look at the body on that sucker. I only had a few days left to hunt, but anyway, he's a mature deer. Nice one.
I'm not sure what it is about the whitetail buck that gets the heart pounding so hard, but it does. And that concludes this week's episode and Calvin's whitetail hunt.